Hi guys. Alright, happy Friday. Yuck. Alright, so back to the Cosmic Tarot with the minor cards. So today we have the Ace of Wands. Looks very familiar to the Caduceus, and actually it resembles Baphomet as well, because the Caduceus is in his lap, for a better term. So the Ace of Wands, amazing. It's a gorgeous card. The artwork is just, it's incredible. So alright, so we have the Ace of Wands, and that is the representation of new beginnings, new energy coming in, details. So if you're pulling your major arcana, you can just go ahead and draw, like keep them separate. That's what I'm gathering, and draw cards from the minor, get more detail out of it. That's what I do. It gives you specifics, like very specific, whereas the major arcana is archetypal, so it's universal symbols that everybody knows. So Ace of Wands, gorgeous card, gorgeous card. Who designed these? I don't know who designed these. Whoever did is pretty amazing. So the Ace of Wands, the wand of the Ace blazes like a torch with energy from the starry sky. The shape of its light is contained, indicating energy channeled with purpose. So that looks like the cone of power to me. So power is drawn from the cosmos, drawn down from the cosmos, down to the individual. Alright, so literally drawing down any kind of energy. So the Ace of Wands signifies the element of fire. So a work of art, literally the card is a work of art. A work of art, a prosperous business, a life-saving medicine. And that's odd, and that's very odd that that's the first card to start with. I think that's pretty cool. So a life-saving medicine, or a delicious dinner, all require motivation and hard-headed planning. So materials must be gathered, research done, techniques perfected. But pity the person who must know the exact outcome of every action taken, without the risk of stumbling in the dark. The spark of creativity will never be struck. So, darkness, you have to have darkness in order to have light and creativity. So, as the wand on the Ace indicates light from an unknown source, so inspirations come from the unknown, or Gnostic, occult. We have ideas and plans, ideals and dreams. The Ace of Wands signifies the moment in which we see the way, when the form of a dream is revealed. So, that would be like an epiphany to me, something just in my face. Like, for instance, what I am currently taking for the fibromyalgia and, recovering from all that kratom built up in my blood and my body. The Ace of Wands would be a very good tool, or card, to meditate on, to meditate with, to pull down that energy through your crown chakra, which is pretty amazing, I think. So you can do a lot with that. Tarot spells, everything. You can do your own tarot spells. It's so much easier. So they give you just very short meanings, very short, and that's good. But it does touch specifically on certain aspects of the suit. So, and then you have just a generalized summary of the meanings, and meanings, origin, source, inheritance, self-realization, creation, beginning, invention, enterprise, birth of a child, male fertility, an adventure, false start, cancellation, and blind power. So that would be more of the negative aspects of not knowing what kind of power you are messing with. Trying that down, whether it be from plants, medicine, as it indicated. So that is the Ace of Wands. I've always loved the aces. They are very amazing. They are very amazing. Alright, now we have the Two of Wands. I don't have any of these sorted out at all. So, which is really cool. I thought I had them all in order, but no, I don't. I'm very unorganized today. Alright, we're getting closer. But yes, these cards are just incredibly amazing. Right, yep, Two of Wands. Alright, so. Alright, we have the Two of Wands, which indicates choices, decision making. The artwork is just, I mean, incredible with this person. Not really sure who that would represent. It looks like some kind of an upper class person, maybe. So it's triumph over the dirt. So the Two of Wands. A man in the prime of life, at the prime of his life, stands confidently between two wands. Light arches between the tops of the wands, and the sky itself frames the man's head. Alright, so we often see that with saints. The halos are on their heads. Alright, so the mountains, the flock of birds, the straight lines of the trees, and the wands themselves emphasize the sky as the backdrop. So, superb pride is in every line of this man's stance. His head is high, his clothes immaculate, his feet well poised. He has riches and status, yet he is not complacent. His eyes are raised to lofty distances. The two wands rooted in the earth, shining in the air, indicate opposites, so male and female, light and dark, joy and sorrow, exaltation and degradation. So the man stands between them, aware but unbiased. As the composer Johannes Brahms said, quote, "The ideal and the genuine man is calm both in his joy and his sorrow," unquote. This is a really good quote. The ideal and genuine man is calm both in his joy and his sorrow. That's a perfect card. Perfect. So, and then the generalized summarized meaning. So dominion, superiority, authority, success by understanding opposites, maturity, and even temperament, contradictory events, and sadness. So, focusing on the positive of the card would be a lot better. So, balance, all about balance. And that to me, again, I can see Baphomet in there. Just the complete balance, the yin and the yang, the male and the female, the light and the dark, God and the goddess, on and on and on. So it's a whirl. I feel like I'm on a merry-go-round. I'm very dizzy still. Alright, so the Three of Wands. So, the Three of Wands. I wish I would have done this yesterday before I started this video for you guys. Sorry, guys. Okay, if I can actually find it. Alright, we're getting closer. I love the Three of Wands. It's a beautiful card. There we go. I mean, it is beautiful. Alright, so we have a woman that is evidently, surrounded by three wands, and she looks like she is in some kind of ritual pose or some kind of meditative, sacred dance almost, kind of. focus. So she's in some kind of sacred dance on the ground. The ground's actually pretty bare and rotten, but yet she has 3 lotus, it looks like, or lilies. Lotus, I think, flowers, as she reaches towards the sun. So, very, very gorgeous card. I don't know how well you guys can see that. So, very gorgeous. Alright, so, a young woman dances, and the earth near her bursts into flower. So, miraculously, 3 lotuses, I guess they were lotuses, 3 lotuses spring from the dusty ground. So, above is a star, around the woman are 3 wands. Her beautiful seductive clothes reveal and conceal her body as she dances, and bands of gold on her arms and head. So, the woman dances alone in an empty landscape. Her expression flows unhindered by the lack of audience. She dances for her own joy, in response to the earth below and the sky above. Love that. So she's drawn to the star even as she draws it towards herself and the earth. The 3 of Wands symbolizes the act of creation, a solitary inspiration taking tangible form. The woman is an artist inspired by her vision. Could be a woman or a man. Remember that the suits represent both. So, untouched by concerns of money or fame. So, somebody that's very humbled, somebody, anybody that could apply to anybody. Somebody that is very humbled within what they have. If you're, rich, whatever, if you have money, you're humbled, she's humbled. It's the way to go. So, and then your generalized meanings: virtue, growth, success through self-confidence. I like that one. Art, dreams come true, manifested will, creativity, activity, joy of discovery, and preventing confrontations. So, that is a very good card. I think I'm going to actually use this card's energy today, along with the Ace of Wands, and draw in that energy, which is 2 cards. So I'm going to set aside the Ace of Wands and the 3 of Wands. Ooh. And use those to just kind of, see. I might place them on my altar, I don't know. Something fun. So, alright. Now we have the 4 of Wands. I'm only doing the wand suit today because there are a lot. This is, Alright, 4 of Wands. If I can find it. It's 4 of Cups, 5 of Swords. Why didn't I do this yesterday, you guys? And they are big cards. They are very big cards. Alright, we're getting closer. 4, yeah, the 4. I think they are actually in order. I'm just going backwards. Yep, they are in order. I'm going backwards. Jeez. Alright, so we have another person that is actually, looks like she is some kind of a dancer doing some kind of, some kind of pose, like a bird in flight. Since we do have the bird up here. And then we have pyramids in the background. So she's obviously doing something for herself, or himself, sacred. It's very sacred. And she is actually drawing, let's see, it looks like it's going clockwise. Her, whatchamacallit, her circle. So, the 4 of Wands. A dancer, she echoes the flight of a bird. Around her are 4 wands, so in the distance are pyramids. 4 white flowers, grow among the wands. So the earth itself spirals in harmony with the dance. So she is connecting with earth in harmony, complete harmony. Whereas the dancer on the Three of Wands held herself close to the earth. This dancer seems about to take off in flight. So dancers and spectators of dance often use the metaphor of flight to describe particularly beautiful moves, or even to title dance pieces. So, it's pretty interesting. The dance piece, The Lark Ascending, by the Alvin Ailey American Dance Theater, shows human flight without wings or machines. So the Four of Wands and the Four Flowers, symbolic of earthly foundation, would seem to ground our dancer. However, it is with her earthly body that she offers us wings. So, that could be a meditative card that you could use, that you could go in and you could focus on taking off on new adventures, doing all kinds of new things, dance, acting, all of that. Very interesting cards. Everything they change every time I look at them, every time I watch them. It is so freaking foggy, it is weird, it just keeps rolling in. So, alright, meanings, the generalized meanings. Completion, rise, clarification, peace, joy in life, fiery love, exhilaration in physical activity, giddiness, new prosperity, insecurity, need to ground oneself. So, another good card. Another very good card. I feel very short. Very short. Alright, I have to move you guys down. Oh. There we go. Alright, that's better. Alright, now we have the Five of Wands. Now let me start in the beginning. Watch, it's not even there. I don't even think they're actually organized at all. Nope. There's the 6, 7, jumps to Pentacles, jumps to Wands again, Cups, Swords. Oh, come on. 5 of Wands. Alright, so tension, lots of tension in this card. Rivalry, fighting. So very, for me, in my gut, in my heart space, I can feel just from this card a lot of tension and angst. Where did that? Okay, that's so the 5 of Wands. Alright, two men fight, using wands as weapons. Around them is a circle of rocks, and behind them is a ragged fence. So, few activities can match fighting in terms of energy raised and expended. So, from religious epics, to tribal wars, to gang riots, to adventure movies, to boxing matches, we are fascinated with violence. Yes, very true. Battles, mock or real, are considered by many to be an initiation into manhood. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't think that. The circle of stones around the two men gives a ritualistic air to the fight. The stones in the fence may contain the violence, or the violence may spill out, spreading the destruction and causing more pain and strife. So literally, like keeping your thoughts grounded, keeping yourself, your actions, watching your actions, so you don't, just bite your tongue. Bite your tongue, shut up, basically. Keep the energy contained, direct it in a new direction. Don't let it devastate you, or, control you, or, ruin your day or your week. So, generalized meanings would be strife, violence, war, confrontation. That's a perfect card for the state of our government that has totally and completely failed us. Support, concentrated energy. So, push, concentrated energy push, struggle, labor, exalting conflicts, complexity, blockade, dilution of efforts, images of violence and influences, dangerous, especially to children. It's a good card, actually. That is a perfect card for today. All the kids at the caravan that they're shooting with tear gas is very un-American. Very un-American, very inhumane, literally. Alright, now we have the Six of Wands. So yes, that's actually a very perfect card for right now. And the card is actually red, and I know you guys can't see that in the image. Maybe if I held it back, yeah, you can see it's red. The ground is very red, so it's soaking up that energy, and then release. Alright, now we have the Six of Wands. If I can find that one. Probably not. Okay, that's kinda odd. Alright, so... oh, I should have done this earlier. Damn it. There we go, Six of Wands. Very, very cool. Okay, we have the Caduceus again, and we have pyramids. We have the dancer's head. Raised up into almost a halo, so the backdrop, the atmosphere, and then we have, oh, that's swords, sorry guys, sorry, that's swords, I'm looking for wands, this is ridiculous. Find it. Okay, we're at the 6. Alright. 6. Yeah, Six of Wands. Alright, so we have basically Jupiter. It looks like Jupiter on his, the sigil for Jupiter. So it looks like he has actually won, overcome some kind of battle, some kind of internal battle, mental battle. He has the lion by his side with a crown on. They both have a crown on. And flowers are starting to sprout. The sun it's really shining. And we somehow have some really nice trees going on. So yeah, I don't know. There we go. Six of Wands. Alright, so a young man, he kneels on the ground, holding a wand. He wears the laurel wreath of victory. A lion reclines nearby, also crowned. I like that. Wouldn't you love to have like a lion, a pet lion, or a Black Panther? I would love that. And sleep with that and cuddle with that. Alright, so the battle has been fought, and now the triumph can be savored. The heat of aggression still permeates the landscape. Alright, but the flowers bloom from the dry ground. The lion is the totem of the victorious warriors from Hercules, who fought barehanded the Nemean lion to Richard the Lionheart of, I don't know that word, and England. Kings of many nations have claimed the animal for their coat of arms. The reclining lion of the Six of Wands has banked its ferocity for the moment. For the moment. It must be guarded carefully by its youthful master. However, the strength of the beast can be useful, but power has a way of devouring those who try to exploit it, without having the strength of character to control it. The sigil of Jupiter on the youth's tunic indicates that wisdom tames aggression. So, yes, perfect card. So the generalized meanings: victory, forces in balance, success, hope, conquest, a solid team, with a strong leader, triumph. Good news, advance, desires realized as a result of efforts. Anxiety, inconclusive gain, treachery from a subordinate, and mutiny. Interesting, very interesting, these cards. I need to really start getting back into all the cards instead of just one major deck. Alright, now we have the Seven of Wands, and it looks like he is being attacked. What is he being attacked by? What is he trying to fend off? So we have a fence. The fence looks like it's kind of broken. He kind of looks iffy. Maybe a little iffy about what's going on. Trying to battle something out. So, 7. So, a man in front of a fence heroically defends himself against 6 rods. His survival will depend on skill and courage. Everyone at some point must deal with a bully, confronted with overwhelming strength. We fall back on inner resources: wit, brazenness, courage, sheer penchant. Sometimes diplomacy works. Sometimes we resort to elaborate but empty threats. So, the martial arts favor not brute strength but mental and physical flexibility. So, concentration, bravery, tranquility, focus, and mental acuity, as well as physical dexterity and strength, are heroic traits. The Seven of Wands indicates the ability to harness all of one's skills to overcome adversity. Good card. Amazing card. So, just the generalized meanings now. Overwhelming all odds surmounted. Valor, action without planning, negotiation, contest, fight for survival. Skills in martial arts, courage, worry, agitation, hesitation, may cause losses, perplexity. A good card. Very good card. I like it. Strength. Lots of strength. Alright, now the 8. The 8 of Wands. If I can find it. Here we go. Alright, 8 of Wands. Wow. This man has a lot of energy. He is flying high with a lot of energy going on. Lots of mental acuity. So there we go. Kinda. You can kinda see it, I don't know. So that's the 8 of Wands. Alright, a man flies through the air, his legs extended to their utmost. He exults in the swiftness of his flight. The 4 of Wands above him acts as lightning rods, drawing down the powers of the sky. So the man does not appear to be feeling from something or rushing towards something. He represents energy for the sake of energy. So pure energy. The burst of enthusiasm that comes even before a purpose or an action is clearly formulated. So eventually the man will have to slow down and pace himself if he is not to exhaust himself before he completes his travels. The exhilaration he is now experiencing, however, will carry him far. So basically, make sure you reserve your energy, calm yourself down, and don't fly out and, go crazy, because that power energy can make you crazy. Very true. Very true. So we have now the 9 of Wands. And I just had that card too. Where the hell did it go? Oh jeez. Sorry guys. I just had it. Nine of Cups. There we go, Nine of Wands. Oh, whoa. Okay, that's a little odd. Same haircut. That's really odd. It's very odd right there. So, we have the lion in the background. We have the man with his hair standing straight up. And then we have actually snakes, serpents, with a red sky, serpents surrounding the wands. Very odd. Very odd. Very odd. Very similar. Very similar. It's weird. I don't like that. Nine of Wands. So a muscular and masculine youth gazes steadfastly into the distance. His hair stands up as if it is too energized to lie flat. That's how my hair stands up. It defies gravity. No, I'm kidding. A lion behind him is screened by 5 transparent wands. 4 wands are in front of the youth. One is twine. One is twined by a thin serpent. The serpent and the lion are both symbols of power. Snakes can represent the energy of the body, kundalini, as acted on by the mind. Lions indicate physical strength and power, prowess. As the youth stands between the lion and the serpent, it is up to him to gain access to their potency. He must not be blinded by fantasies of his own strength. So, seeing through the illusions. Now, generalized, summarized of the meaning. Anticipation, self-determination, discipline, order, revealed passion, knowledge, or a lack of knowledge of one's own strength, a pause in a current struggle, obstacles, adversary, delay, and tension. Very good card. Very good card. Alright, now we have the 10 of Wands. If I can find that one. Which is going to be hard. Alright. Thank God I can shuffle through these as fast as I freaking can. Where did it go? Yeah, I don't know where that card went. Maybe I lost it now. I know I didn't lose it. I have piles and piles of tarot decks right here. 9, 10 of Wands. Ooh. Alright, we have been severely just bombarded by just energy. People, energy, mental anguish, mental issues, struggle, being pinned down, feeling just caged like an animal. So that's kind of what I get from that card. So the 10 of Wands presents an image of disaster, a world burning, a person caught in the flames, wrecked buildings, give an unmistakable picture of war. Saturn, considered by many to be a baleful influence, is visible through the clouds of smoke. All of us are responsible for our country's government, and for all human governments. Silent acquisition. I don't know. Can be the signature on a contract with tyranny. As Dr. Martin Luther King said, to ignore evil is to become an accomplice to it. So, embrace it and change it. The figure trapped by the wands might be a victim of his or her own passiveness, or this person might be one who sacrificed his or her life to the cause of liberty, which is never lost even in even if it is at times obscured. So, another good card. Another very good card. So, generalized meanings. Generalized. Oppression, last effort, excessive pressures, link between strongly opposing elements, stubbornness, burden, difficulties, war, losses, displacement, fulfillment of great wishes, new expectations from life. Pretty good. I mean, yeah. Well, it's a sad card. I can feel that sadness from that card. So, the Three of Wands and the Ace of Wands. Is that what I said I was going to take out of the deck? So, alright, we will go on tomorrow with the Prince, well, the Queen, the King, oh, that's wonderful. Lovely. I've always wanted my little amazing harmonize bag to break. So, tomorrow I will definitely be going through the other ones for you guys. God, I wish people would leave me alone. So, those two cards. Very good cards for this day. So, how is everybody? How are you all? What do you guys want to see more of on this channel? Are you guys enjoying this? The tarot? I am. I'm fully enjoying it. I love it. I love tarot. So, I know I've already done the videos on tarot, but I did only the major. So this is time for the minor. And the minor is much easier to go through and actually talk about, and you can actually, you know, apply all of that to your daily life through meditation, through all kinds of things. So, very good cards. So, alright guys, yes, I suggest that everybody go out and watch or buy A Star Is Born with Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga. God, it's the best. It's incredible. There is no... I can't explain how amazing that movie is. It is just... Oh my god. If you're a crier, you better get your box of Kleenex before you go. Yes, I had to, because I'm very emotional when it comes to, you know, the substance abuse and, you know, everything that goes along in that movie. So, not going to give away any more spoilers, but it's great. It is great. Gaga, I want that wedding ring that he made you from I don't know what. But it was the sweetest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. So, alright guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. So, everybody have a good weekend. Be safe. I love you all very much with all my heart. All the way from Venus. All the way back down. Whoa. I'm dizzy. So, alright guys, I love you all. And everybody have a good weekend. Better. Alright guys, I love you all and thanks for watching.